Brett Wagner from AME International. We're in the field today and I'm joined by Matt White, Tire Industry Association Director of Tire Service, Senior Trainer. And we brought a new tool to you today that Matt and I have kind of put together. He's done a tremendous amount of work on for being in the field and all his experience. We have an Deflation Kit, which allows you to safely inflate earth mover, ag, and commercial truck tires, as well as safely deflate those same tires that you don't need hearing protection. So Matt, I'm going to let you tell them a little more about the kit.
So if you take a look at the way that we put this all together, we made it so we can do large bore and also out of the smaller one. We wanted to make sure we had it very versatile, so also we have the adapter so we can do commercial truck and farm ag. Okay. The unique feature of this, having all this, is it's a one-stop shop. But I think one of the biggest things that people look at is the giant tire we've used mufflers for years and years. When I started bringing this and introducing this into the smaller tires, I was like, why do I need that? Because the pressure's on the tire. And one of the main factors is the dust that's blown out. So not only for hearing protection, but actually all the dust that's blown out else. So making it where we have the one-stop protection, therefore we hook up our deflator and our muffler, or we can hook up our inflation process.
Matt, if you'd like to show us a demonstration of how the large bore cord removal tool works and what it sounds like with and without the muffler.
Okay. The first thing we want to make sure that we always have our PPE on. Okay. And what I'm going to demonstrate is how the core ejector works. And for demonstration purpose, I am going to leave the muffler off so I can show you the difference in air volume. Before you want to make sure your core has been loosened. Snap it on. You want to connect to your valve stem. You'll hear a little bit of air. And what I want to do is I want to pull this core. I want you to hear it. And then I'm going to put on my muffler. You can see the difference of all the dust and everything and the volume that come out. But as soon as I put on my muffler, it goes away and we can have a conversation. So this should always be installed on there as you pull the cord. As we know, the safety part of this is so that cord cannot come flying out. And at the same time, all the dust and all the volume of air will hear protection to keep us safe. Then to stop it, simply, as you can see, it's keeping me out of trajectories. I just have my hand here. Safely putting the core in. And I can just remove.
Matt, thanks for that demonstration. Now that we've seen a little bit of how the valve core removal and the muffler works, why don't you show us a little bit about the 20-foot hose with the liquid filled gauge that goes from 0 to 160 psi, and especially the safety button that allows the technician to release the hose without any moving parts or any kind of problem to get it loose if there's an issue.
Yes, Brett, this is a very unique device, and what we try to do is try not to have a lot of moving parts. So we're using our same core ejector with our whip. Okay. You can see that I want to kind of detail this a little bit. As the air is coming from our compressor, this is our on and off shutoff valve. Okay. But uniquely that we have with the gauge is as we shut it off, we can see the volume that's in the tire. But as it's running, we can also see what's coming through from the compressor. One of the best features I really like about this is the quick release valve. Okay, you can notice the blue button right here. This is unique from Haltech as we put this together. And this feature right here will allow us to remove the air. So let's just propose that we were having an issue. We would just shut the air off, right? Then we could click this button. You'll see it jump a little bit with the air pressure will pop. There's our air. As the air is hooked up to it, this will connect so it won't pop up and go ripping on you.
Correct.
Okay? that leaks there, you can keep it in your hand so you can safely be out of the trajectory zone and release air to it. So I just kind of want to go through the steps.
Perfect.
Okay. And as you do, we're going to simulate that we're putting air in the tire on this one. Okay. We've already have this. We have our core open. So it's keeping our cores up in the core ejector. Hook them right up to our whip. Okay. As we know, best practice is we can be in the trajectory zone up to 10 to 12 psi's. So as we're putting in the air, this is kind of unique that we can have this in our hand and we can look to make sure everything is seating. And then after we get all our components of seating, back up. As you see, we want to keep the tire to our face. If you're a real big safety thing that I have with this is that as we come up and we say our pressure is going to be 100, I put in about 103. Then, as I put in, I shut it off. I click my valve, so it was my safety release valve, so it was leaking. So that way the volume's coming down in the tire. Then I can safely walk up to it. The only thing that comes in the trajectory zone is my hand.
Matt, thank you for that demonstration. Thank you for working with us to put this together. We appreciate all the time you put in. I know the tire technicians that you work with appreciate your passion for safety and to innovate some products to make their job safer, easier, and more efficient.
Thank you very much, Brett. I appreciate being able to work with AME. And as always, stay safe out there.